Hi everybody, welcome back to Roll for Damage. Tonight we have the scales above. Apparently I have Sean way off center, but that's fine. His little head's in the corner.
I'll fix it myself.
Yeah. I feel like you just
post.
Thanos this a little bit.
Fix it in post.
That's the wrong way. There we go. So, yes, we have Shannon returning tonight. Say hi, Shannon.
Hi!
That.
I'm so happy to be back.
Yeah.
I missed you all. And I miss Sloan.
So, yeah, we have a exciting adventure tonight. Wow, as much as lots and lots of roleplay, because you guys are having some downtime in a city, relaxing where nothing bad has ever happened. I'd like to thank Bree and Shelby for the art that you see on the screen. They did that and it's good. Oh my god, of all the things I fixed, I forgot to fix the goddamn stat cards. It's alright. After tonight, you can all send me things you want on your stat cards and I'll fix it up. And before we start, we'll have everyone give us a hi, hello, and a really quick intro about their character. So we'll start with Shannon.
Hi, hello. I'm Shannon. Are we doing like, I'm from Paradise Productions?
I feel like you've forgotten how to do this after so long.
No.
She's a community manager, everyone, because she...
I was
Kyle, you couldn't wait.
couldn't give me a goddamn second. I can't yell as loud as I'd like to because my son is sleeping. Jesus Christ. So good to be back, y'all. I'm Shannon. I'm from Paradise Productions. I'm our community manager as well as a cast member over there, formerly known as Scarlet the Rogue, now known as Saskia the Pirate. We just started our new campaign over there last month, and it's going so great so far. I don't know how much you want me to say, Sean, because I know you got your spiel, but yeah, I'm playing Sloan, my little, well, she's not so little, she's big brick lady, but she's the embodiment of a war god at the moment. So we're gonna see how that goes. I haven't been with her since October. Is that the last time I played?
Yeah, it's been a while.
It's been a hot second, so we're gonna see what happens. Yeah.
Yeah, because you're like, my
Next.
son's about how old now?
He's gonna be 5 months on Wednesday.
Yeah, so it's been about 5.5 months.
About 5 months.
He's
Yeah.
so cute.
Jeez, I love him so much. I squish this with you. Okay, I could do
It'd be
this all
weird
night.
if it was different. All right, so next along, we'll go with her partner in crime, Sean O'Donovan.
Hi, everybody. I can yell as much as I want because there's no sleeping infant here. But I guess I do have neighbors. I am the creative director of Paradise Productions and the DM for our flagship show, Adrift in Aldalore, that Shannon plays Saskia on. We have a new show coming in April that we're finalizing casting information and stuff about now. So in the next few weeks, hopefully we should be getting some stuff out on socials for that. And then hopefully we may also have some other programming in the summer. Fingers crossed. We've got some irons in the fire, as well as some irons in this fire, as Roll for Damage and Paradise are planning a merging of sorts in the long run. So keep an eye out for information on that as we go along. Excited to be here as Oryx Solaris, resident bad dad, who's kind of an okay dad now, and fledgling godling. And this is the most normal intro I've ever done for myself.
Yeah, it feels weird.
I don't know how to. I gotta bring things back up to 10.
You did pretty good. It's all right. I just had someone ask if we can take 30 strength, so I've set them a challenge. All right. So, anyways, next along, we have Shelby. I'm going the way my Zoom call goes, and I've looked down at the OBS and realized, fucked. There's no water to this. All right. So, Shelby,
My name is Shelby, or Shibidibidoo, or Whistle While You Work. Go by a lot of names. I am a D&D artist, as well as somebody who comes on and plays in live or recorded streams. And I play Nia, who is our I can't call her problem child anymore, but she's our makeshift paladin sorcerer, also now bride of Mephistopheles, and not okay.
I feel like not okay or also just summed up her in entirety.
Yeah, just not okay, TM.
Explain your character. Not okay. All right. Lastly, we have happy-go-lucky Tigario, played by Shro/Sarah.
Hi everybody, I'm Shro or Sarah, whatever. I will be playing Tig today. I don't really exist outside of the D&D channel because I'm busy looking after my zoo. But yeah, I'm playing. You keep encouraging me, okay? I'm incorrigible when it comes to cute, fluffy animals.
Incorrigible, yes.
So I'll be playing Tig today. I love plants and grass and hucking stones for people, which is currently what Tig's doing. She's just throwing shit off a cliff, so this will be fun.
Not even off a cliff, just literally
I'm just moving it to a different
into a
location.
from
harbor,
the
right?
port into the bay, and there's many merchants been like, oh my god, I hope she doesn't hit my ship.
Yeah.
Bob's gonna get fined by the Port Authority.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, that's
yeah.
Bob's problem. He
God.
told her to do this.
True. It's not Tig's fault. She's just
He
At
needs
this
to be
point-
specific.
coin.
Sloan needs a reroll for writing the letter last week. Okay,
I
Sloan
wrote,
has a
I
reroll.
wrote a letter last week. Thanks, Iberian. What'd I write?
You're going to tell everyone in a minute.
Oh, fuck. Okay. I wrote a letter. What was I write the letter
You
to?
mostly wrote, I believe it was just, waited 6 months. You're not back. Trying to find you.
Where were
Just
you? Waited
left.
for you.
Yeah, where were you? Waited for you. Because
You left me.
you came back and there was just you and Tamel in the underground place.
And we all know Tamel is terrible at telling people where their friends have gone.
This is true.
Yeah.
This is
Tamel
very
is just
true.
bad at that. That's his flaw, his major flaw.
Yeah.
Otherwise, great person.
Yeah, great
Great
person
dad.
is
Not
great
really
communicating
hard
skills.
with
Yeah.
the tough love, straight to the point sort of stuff. He doesn't do that. Anyways, I'm going to have Shannon do the recap. No, that'd be really mean.
Just start recapping our session from last week, our paradise session.
Shelby,
No,
would
that's
you please do the
tomorrow.
recap?
Sure. So last week we began having just exited the rift to hell after seeing Leaf getting killed by Glacia. And the party processing it in different ways. Sorry, Shannon.
She didn't know.
I didn't know that.
Uh,
No.
yeah, it was not nice. The town approached us as we teleported back in, and we're like, "Yo, you're like a god now. We built you a church." The big lady told us to build you a church, so they converted a church of Saranaric, much to Nia's not happiness, into a church to Spider God Auric, and which there was a Drider who basically catered to all of Auric's needs as like spiders serenaded him, and it was really fucking creepy. Sloan went and had a small funeral for Leaf, and Nia went and had a well-deserved nap under a tree. We met in the morning after Nia went and collected some scales from the chamber where Bahamut's body was. He has apparently flown off and done other shit in like the year and a half we've been gone. And after some scrying and some spider morphing into a talking head, and accidental castings of Commune with Nature by Tig, we found out that Sloan and Tamel were most likely in Echelon, and so we teleported there and ended up teleporting right in the middle of Bob's Tavern on top of a table, ruining somebody's meal. And so what set about the great chase of trying to go after Tamel and Yako, while Tig stayed behind to throw stones into the bay for Bob. Along the way, Auric was accosted by Stefan. If you remember little boy Stefan that he started teaching magic. Well, he's now like 16. He's like a level 13-ish Eldritch Knight now, about to go learn to be a blade singer. Also, he's like invited Auric to a spa day, also to meet his fiance. And Nia agreed to this on Auric's behalf as he continued to put his foot in his mouth. And then Nia saw Aaron walk across the street. If you remember the person that Sloan killed in the first season. And so Nia completely abandoned Auric's bullshit and went in pursuit of Aaron. While Auric, now finally understanding the weight of his godhood and time, quietly started having a panic attack in an alley. Nia's pursuit eventually led her back to the tavern, and she went to open the door, and then a Goliath opened that door and then reached out to hug her, and that's where the session ended.
Okay. Does anyone want to add anything?
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Have I met up with the party yet or not yet?
Not yet.
Okay. Thanks.
You will come back soon.
We were told that you went looking for Yako's boat, so we were looking for Yako because Yako might know where you are.
Yeah. So after session last week, Sarah found someone that had actually found spider music. Like they had figured out how spider webs work and turned it into sound. So I put that in the chat if anyone wants to actually listen to what music spiders were playing for all Auric.
It's fascinating.
Maybe
It's
a little
terrifying.
bit nicer than that because it's very discordant.
It's haunting, but it's really, really cool.
I'm just not down with 1,000 spiders descending from the tree to play music, all right? I was trying to have a nap and I look up and there's a spider cloud, all right? Not a fan.
Yeah. Anyways, so as I open my notes, which I definitely didn't close.
You closed tabs? Really?
There was a Word document. The
Oh
tabs
my
are all still open.
goodness.
Don't be crazy.
The apocalypse is starting.
There are 4 windows with
Here.
160 tabs, all right?
Ragnarok.
Each.
Oh,
And you
Oh my
wonder why
God,
your
no, but how
computer's
do you
dying.
I've gone through and
160
counted.
tabs.
And he wonders why his computer dies.
I
oh,
will
God.
I will send a screenshot later of my
No,
horrible
please
horrible-
don't.
I will.
No.
Just
no.
for you.
Oh,
You can
God.
use it as
Fucking thanks.
a lesson and be
And
like,
These
what?
all
You
like
see the abuse we
Wikipedia.
put up with?
Late, open a new tab. Is the result of that?
Yeah.
On like Wikipedia
yeah, pretty much.
or any
God.
wiki.
Anyways, as I look at my second computer, more of them. Anyways, we will start as Aaron reaches for Nia to pull her into a hug. Do you accept this or step back? I guess the question.
She's completely stunned. I don't think she has a chance to step back.
You return the hug?
After a second, yes. But the only thing she can say is, I don't understand.
I don't really understand either. I woke up in a field on a stone slab with a bag next to me with some clothes and coin, note saying, "Go south. Friends in Etradale." So,
How long ago?
6 months, maybe more. It was. I had to wonder for a while. I thought you were dead.
I was sure you were.
Well, he seems very like nervous around you right now. And I met up with someone called Yako, and they brought me here. It was this old guy named Tamel who
Mel?
yeah, he seemed to know you pretty well. They said they hadn't seen you in more than a year. We all just thought the worst, so it's really good to see you.
I think like at that she hugs him back like properly. Before she says, "Are they here? Yako and Tamel?"
They're around. And he will just kind of like bring you inside and starts looking around. Bob waves with big stupid grin, big wave.
Nia just kind of like gives a very small wave back. She's like in a daze. It's like she's comprehending this is real still.
You can see as you go out the back, because like Bob's place is on the water more or less. It's in the middle of the port. It's enchanted or something, so that there's like you get a certain distance away and all the smells of a port start hitting you. So, but there's this gap where you just don't get that. And as you get further away from Bob's place, you can see on the water the dancer, with Tamel passing things up to Yako on the boat.
It's like the dancer like able to be boarded, or is it out on the water?
No, it's able to be boarded. It's just maybe converting to miles, about 3/4 mile away from you.
Okay. I'm sorry. I just a lot happened, and still kind of believing this is actually happening.
Well, and he just like pinches his arm and face like, I am here. Tamel seemed to be struggling, and Yako needed some time to heal. He said he bought your brother? Someone called Sam? I don't know.
He's not my brother. Not anymore.
You're going to have to explain to me how that works.
Oh.
That's are you okay? You seem, I mean, I understand this is a lot, but you look different. And you don't seem okay.
After what do you remember before you woke up? Guess I should start there.
And he's sort of face falls. He seems very disturbed by his memories. I remember bad dreams and flashes of something, just writing in my journal, and I felt like I had to find something. I came across a temple in the forest, the Crystal Forest. And there was a woman there.
They had a lot of hands, right?
Yeah, there was a lot of people helping her. Things, monsters, and I don't know. They put me in a suit of armor, and I had to obey them. I couldn't speak. It hurt a lot if I even thought about moving. It's like I was on fire.
Sorry.
It's not your fault. At some point, I managed to get away for a little bit, and then they held me down and carved the symbols that were in the armor. And he's sort of shaking. He's like, onto my bones.
She's just gonna, as they're walking, she's just gonna like kind of grab his hand and give it like a quick squeeze. You don't have to keep going. It's all right.
No. Well, everything after that was just flashes anyway. Town. A little, creature thing that had knives for some reason. I don't know what that was. And then I remember you and a cat man. A monkey?
I made some interesting friends.
And then Sloane. He sort of like rubs his neck and just stops there.
After that happened, I got wrapped up in something pretty bad.
Shivers. Feel like I did too? And he starts like breathing faster and almost like hyperventilating. And see, like it's like he's trying to recall memories of what would be between the decapitation and the waking up. He just stops and sits down.
She'll do the same.
Okay. While you're sitting there doing that, we're going to cut to Sloane.
It's me.
It is you.
I sent you a message. I don't know if you saw it.
No. Alright, so look.
Apparently not.
Yeah, I didn't, obviously. I just gonna... that's not quite where
Okay,
I was gonna have you, but soon.
If that's not going to work, that's fine.
You are making your way back to Bolt's place because it's one of the only places that you know people there. You and Tamel got out from underneath the North Tower. You would have traveled here together, so I don't think you would just walk away, especially since you were told Oryx not on this dimension anymore, this realm, this plane, this world, which probably would have been very difficult to explain to you. So you can't just go find him.
Okay.
So
then I imagine she'd just be wandering.
You have been guarding a room that from under the door, monsters and corpses keep coming and trying to break out. So you've just been you go to a house that has a little vault in the middle of it, and you're just told to guard a corridor. So like every day for hours on end, you just sit there and just shop.
Cool.
You haven't been told all the ins and outs of it, but you've been told someone or something is trapped in there that cannot be allowed out.
Okay.
This house is the old Varn Manor. You've been there before. But as you're coming back, you see this very large woman with branches in her head and a wooden arm just throwing rocks into the water.
I know who that is.
You do know who that is.
Yeah. So what time of day is it right now? Is it like end of the day? Like,
we'll
is my shift
say
done?
It's
Am I going
about
to the shift?
5:30 in the evening. You know there's
Okay.
about 15 to 20 minutes of sunlight left.
Okay. So then I guess I'll just watch Tig throwing shit.
Picking up a boulder and log. Well, this used to be some sort of a beam. Just
At a certain point, you run out of stuff next to you and you turn around, Tig, to get another pile, and you see Sloane just looking at you.
Hi.
I'm gonna get down on all fours and just start running at her, and I'm gonna spear tackle her in the solar plexus.
Amazing. And I take it.
Tumble.
Yep.
Just get
Barbarian
opposed
roll.
strength checks to see if you actually knock her over. She's like, oh god, like grabs you.
Are we
Oh,
rolling
please
on
roll a
D&D
nat 20,
Beyond?
Nope,
Shannon.
Or
just
yeah.
dice on the
Like, roll
table.
my
I
real
know
dice.
how
On the
much you like it.
table.
Yay. 6. So what do we say? Strength check?
Yep.
It's not bad.
26. I can sure get it.
21.
Did you? Oh, you've got 8. Wow, never mind. I forgot about that. You added 8. Okay. Yeah.
Get
So
aggression too.
crashes into you. Tumble.
It's just like doing that, like yeah.
You're not.
Yes. I'm here. What are you
Where
doing?
you
Why are
go? Where you go? It can turn you into equestrian. I say no. You know equestrian. Where you go?
What's
Leaf
this
gone. Take
what-
put a little thingy up for Leaf because Leaf was a good person.
Wait. Leaf is gone? Oh no, there's just 2 barbarians.
Just gonna grab her hand and just
crying.
poof, go to the place in the middle of the town. Just
Yeah.
and then
Oh.
we went here and we go for a long walk and we go to hell. It was really nice to take our ice cream because his 3rd visit. But there's so much go wrong and we go see Leaf house and he met his puppy and then takes out because we come back and nasty elfie lady who used to be his girlfriend was very mean and did a stabby in the back, but Leaf was a good person to take, so that's all that matters. But it's okay because it's the natural order of things, so everything is doing its thing. But Tig very sad and no one else seemed to know why, really know what to do, so they all go away to do a thing and Tig come here and ta-da. Because I know you love Leaf, so ta-da! And there's a branch sticking out of the ground. And it's got a
She-
couple of leaves and
She
flowers
knows
on
she's
it.
Wait,
in a
what?
different. She doesn't realize she's in a different town, but I imagine that Tig, being Tig, would just find any patch of grass
Yeah.
that has a stick in it and just be like, "This is where I did it," not realizing she teleported out of an old town.
Yes, pretty much.
But Sloane would totally believe you. So I would kind of just like need to catch up for a second. The only thing that sticks is
God damn it.
totally not intended, is that Leaf is dead. And so I'll just kind of like, once that hits, my eyes will get big and I'll just kind of look and be like, Leaf is gone?
Yeah. That's kind of why Tig is being busy right now, because you weren't here, so, and Tig is not you. But Leaf loved you very much, and Tig knows Tig is not you, but I promised to do my best while you weren't here, so I did this. And I pet his dog, and we went to his house, and
I'll like cut you off there and like hold both of your hands with mine and like just be like, Tig is Tig. Tig is good.
Leaf is good. And Leaf is here.
Okay. Auric. You make your way back to Bob's place, and you're still like in that kind of panicky state after a panic attack, where you kind of need time, and you think the best thing to do would to not be go inside and walk around the side of the building and just like find a quiet place to sit down, and you stumble across two barbarians holding hands, crying. And you're like, oh, shit.
I'll have like just been like about to ask you, Tig, like where the others are, and I imagine that's when Auric maybe came around the corner and like you, like the way I'm picturing it is like my back was to him and like you kind of just like look past, and then I'll turn around.
I'll be like, cover your eyes and be like, guess. Turn.
What are you doing? What?
Surprise.
That's not the question I asked you. That's not what I asked you.
Trust Tig. Okay.
Okay, I trust Tig.
Keep eye closed.
They're closed.
Waving at Auric. And open. There's Auric
not
just
even-
standing there like,
Did Auric stay there? Did he?
I don't know. Did he? I was like, waving
No,
at
no, no.
Auric.
Auric,
Did you even
Auric
turn
would stay
Sloan around, or did you be like, close your eyes and then open them without even
Yeah, I
turning?
closed your eyes
Straight
and
at
turned
Tig
her
again.
around. It's like, surprise, Tig vanished.
It's just you.
I just turned her around and I was like, and open him, and pointing towards Auric. But I was waving at him and being like, look, I found it.
And what do you
Yeah.
look like, Auric?
Auric, probably not in my even thinking, is wide-eyed, damp with sweat, both from being panicked but also chasing Nia at the end of last session, and he's just leaning against the staff that he has, and he has a very not welcoming face at first when you see it, in the way that he looks almost scared of you, but it's just that he's in a somewhat of a panic, but it will ease to a smile. Looks very tired.
I think I would recognize that something's wrong. I think we've known each other long enough that something's wrong. So, doing that like sheepish, like, hi thing would immediately turn into like, oh no, something's wrong. So I'll go up to you and I'll kneel down so that we're the same height. or
Auric's not that much
I'm
shorter
not
than you.
okay, I'm not
Auric is a
towering
very
over
tall
you.
character.
Okay, I don't want to be taller than you in this moment. And I'll just kind of like look into your eyes and be like, what's wrong?
He would look into your eyes, and he would grab your shoulder with his hand, and kind of like feels your shoulder in almost in a are you real way.
Yeah.
And then look about you as well, kind of like look at first almost coldly, like, and then he'll look up to your eyes and just smile and say, there's nothing wrong.
That is bullshit.
Well, when has there ever been a moment where the world isn't ending? So in a way, nothing is wrong, because everything is as it has always been.
You looked scared. What are you scared of? Can I help?
No.
Also, hello.
Yes, hello, Sloan. There's just a lot happening. Of course, a lot happening. It's been how long? Year? It's been a year. You don't have to count it. It's been a year. So I'm told, at least.
Do you want to talk about it?
Well, it hasn't been a year for me. It hasn't been a year for me, or Nia, or Tig.
Oh.
It has only been, how long were we in hell again? Only like a week, right?
Like a week and a half, yeah.
Yeah.
We have only been gone for just over a week. But now a year. I don't know how to best explain that to you, but...
Yeah, that is confusing. But what isn't confusing is that I missed you and that I want to help you feel better. Like usual. I can tell there's a lot on your mind.
I need to sort myself out. No, I haven't much taste for food or drink of late. I need to rest. Don't need to rest alone, I just need rest. And I'm not much for talking right now, as I sort my mind. There are consequences surging everywhere. Have you seen Nia yet?
No, I haven't. Not yet. We can go look for her, and then I'll stay with you. So you're not alone in your thinking.
Okay. Let's go inside.
Okay. I'll turn around and go like this to Tig.
And
No. Come.
Oh,
Or are you still throwing things?
I'll come with and ask Low Bob Man if he want me to keep going.
Okay.
so you all head inside. Nia. Currently you are sitting on a little bench right by the water.
Feels familiar.
Just sort of nods.
After what happened I ended up getting separated from the others for a while. Tamel helped me get back. Have you found anyone else? Like your parents, your brother?
To be honest, I haven't really tried right now. I don't imagine they'd be too happy with my life choices running off the half-elf,
They were
half-dragon
looking.
person.
They were looking for you.
That would make sense. You know where they are?
Yeah, at least I know where I last saw them. Quick question, what was the name of the town on Turtle Island?
You can just call it Turtle Island, or it is the Island of the Turtle God.
They were on the island of the Turtle God. That's apparently where I guess all of the Northern Alliance is meeting now.
Makes sense, the war has been chewing up resources, and it hasn't gotten any easier. There's a thing trapped in the only working teleportation chamber in the city, and now we can't get resources we need us for. Every time we try by ship, fleets sink our merchant vessels.
Do you know exactly what's in the chamber?
Apparently, someone said it's just a little girl, but I don't know what that means.
Yeah, it's just gonna like put her head in her hands for a minute. You have to deal with that, huh?
What do you mean?
I think I know who that little girl is, and if it's her, this is gonna be really ugly.
I know you've been away and you've changed, but how would you...
Have you, in like, I don't know, 6 months you've been back, have you heard of anyone called the Bastard Five before? Have you heard Tamel talk about them?
Yeah, that's, apparently that's they're not good.
Well, when I got separated from the others, they tried to recruit me. And I think that little girl is one of them. Flesh.
Oh. But they're monsters and they only recruit. How did you get away from them?
Let you know when I finish doing that.
So you're still with these people? Are they
Technically,
the ones that you came to town with?
No. Technically, I don't know where I stand with them because I've technically done all my trials now. But I don't want to be a part of it anymore.
Well,
No, I came here with other people.
what did they ask you to do? Is there any way you could just do what they ask and make a deal or something?
They wanted me to find the body of Bahamut, and I found it.
Okay.
I just don't think I did what they wanted me to do.
What did they want you to do?
They didn't tell me. They just told me to find it, but I'm pretty sure awakening it isn't what they wanted. They hate gods.
probably not made Plan happy. Just, waking up a dragon god most likely means they're going to try to find a way to wake up a giant god or something, you know. Dragons and giants don't really get along great. Best of friends we are.
Yeah. I'm a little concerned with things maybe a little higher than God's coming, though. I don't know how much you've heard Yako and Tamel talk about what's going on.
He just kind of looks a bit lost at this, like, super gods?
Yeah, we'll call them super gods. That's probably the best way to explain.
Oh, cool.
It's a lot, and maybe a bit too much to say all at once for now, but...
Okay. Fuck.
Sorry.
He just puts his head in his hands and just thinks for a minute. Well, and as the sun now is like setting, you'll just be... Should we get those two and maybe have dinner? We can all sit down and chat. How we could eat on the boat would be like old times for us.
That'd be nice. I've quite literally just had a week in hell, so that sounds lovely, actually.
Oh, really? What happened?
Well, after we dealt with Bahamut and war, for lack of a better term, a rift to hell opened.
Oh, you mean literally a weekend?
Yes, literally. I mean, I literally went through layers of hell.
He just sort of seems a bit stunned. Just a bit. I thought you left like a long time ago. He just sort of rubs his temples.
I am just as
he gets
confused by
towards
the
the boat.
fact a year has passed as you are. Because it was just a week for me.
He just yells up to Yako and to me like, "Yo, what do you want from Bob's?" And then as they start talking to themselves, he's like, "What do you want from Bob's? We'll get it and bring it out here." Nothing?
Oh, sorry. I thought that was Yako and Tamel. Just whatever he's got as his day special will be fine, or his night special will be fine.
Okay. And as you're sitting there, there's just this poof, and just a pig on the floor, and then Yako pokes his head over there. He's like, "Tell him to cook it," and then that's it.
Hi, Yako.
He's gone. He's the second you saw him, he has a scar that runs from here down to here, and it looks like part of his face was just like cut off. It's this ragged mess of a scar all the way up.
Oh, Sam, how fucking dare you? You took away the hot elf's face.
He knows what he's
bread and
about.
butter.
I'm sure the tiefling lady will still like him.
Maybe. So,
They're taking back a whole pig, I guess.
yeah. So, pretty much, Aaron will just pick it up, put it under his arm, and walk towards the thing. He's been doing lots of manual labor. He is older, stronger. But
Does that technically make him the older one now? We were the same age before.
yes, he is now older than you.
Okay, all right.
But he's a bit more softly spoken, and something is whatever he went through, whatever repressed memories he has, have taken a toll on him.
They're definitely different people from the last time they saw each other.
So I'll say that Bob was a bit busy when you guys walked in. Tig and Co. So a waitress will bring you a round of drinks while you wait, because the dinner rush is going to start up pretty soon. And he kind of comes to the front as Nia and Aaron walk in, and he's like, "Baby Nia, hello," and like runs over to like pat you on the head.
I think even Erin can recognize the seething rage underneath that she's just plastering a smile through.
A small smile.
Did I know about Aaron being alive again, or would this be a shock to see him?
You know about it. He's been around for a while.
Okay.
You guys have kind of talked, and he knows that something happened that made him attack you, and you had to defend yourself. So he's not.
So it's just really awkward.
Yeah, he's not mad. He's just disappointed. He's not mad. He's just
He's not your best
Bury
friend,
the
but he doesn't
Kopesh.
want to kill
It can be a little bit uncomfortable.
Y'all have buried the Kopesh by now.
Got it.
You know when you got a mutual friend that you kind of both get along with, but you don't get along with each other.
With each
That
other.
mutual friend
Yeah,
leaves the
yeah,
room.
yeah.
You just like,
It's just like
so.
So,
Remember that time you cut my head off?
yeah.
noticing the awkwardness in the
Yeah.
room suddenly, Tig's gonna just and walk around behind the bar and put on the apron and just be like, and I'm gonna go out the
Blaming
back
the
where
bartender.
all the like gizzards and stuff were that Bob got through before. I'm
Bob's
just gonna
like,
be like,
wait. Oh,
snack pack.
okay. Hello everyone. What you have a good day? You find what you need?
Yeah. Also, Yako wants you to cook a pig.
Oh, that pig. Okay, and like, Aaron puts it down, and Bob like is a big, strong dude, right? But he goes to pick it up, and then you see him like look a bit uncomfortable. He like shifts his weight, like almost like squats down, like deadlift style, with his arms under it, and just like big, like splayed leg walk to the kitchen as he like gets in there. He puts it down. You see him in the back room. Fucking kids. Ooh.
It is so good. Well done.
And he's back there. He's like, Tig, you cooked a whole pig. Roll it into the oven with me, and he just
Okay.
starts rolling it into the oven.
This pig is dead, right?
Yes, it wasn't a live pig that they had to carry around. We can
Thank you for
cast.
clarifying.
We can cast Raise Dead on it if you want. Resurrection.
Map-
I don't have
Absolutely.
raised dead.
Absolutely
Zombie
not.
pig.
I'm not wasting my resurrection on the pig, okay?
There's laws against eating, like cooking live
Resurrected
birds and
flesh.
eating them. But
Oh.
if you kill it and raise it, then eat it. Completely different.
Yeah, help him push him
You
in.
hear under whoever's closest to Sloane, she's not talking to anybody, but she'll just say under her breath, "Pig, Tig, that's right. That's right."
Bob has 2 different drinks depending on your mood, Sloane. When you see him depressed, he has a effectively like fireball, like whiskey is cinnamon, like fairly sweet.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Don't you like fireball in real life?
No,
That's
I don't
mean.
drink in real life.
I don't know these things, alright? Not like we've gone to a bar and hung
For
out.
alcoholics.
Listen, it's delicious.
Actually,
So-
my first
Drink my
drink of
trashy
alcohol,
alcohol, thank you.
was, God, it was. It was like a shot of cinnamon something. The fuck was it?
Probably Fireball.
Probably five.
No.
Oh, was it Goldschlager?
Yes. It was Goldschlager.
Sounds awful.
The alcoholic in the room
disgusting.
has shown himself.
It was.
That sounds like Goldschlager.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Which is
so
terrible.
there's yeah, it's
Fireball's
gross.
better than
Fucking-
Goldschlager.
Fucking nasty.
but-
So there's
So-
Fireball.
So
and
he
then
pretty
what's
much
the
has
other
like
one?
a fireball that he mixes with something to make it feel less burning, more just like sweet and cinnamon. And then he has, it's just milk that he adds like a cup of sugar to and just
Sugar milk.
think- sugar milk. Sloan's sugar milk.
and he
It's like cereal
occasionally,
with milk.
if you've done something to help him, he'll like make a custard that he puts on top and like cooks it up a little bit, so it's like a creamy brulee drink.
Aw.
That's amazing.
That face, exactly.
Put that
That's-
cinnamon whiskey in it, and that would be really good.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well, actually.
Is it
Um,
possible
he-
for Nia to order a glass of whiskey without being given a glass of milk?
This
One
is something you have
whiskey
to
milk.
find out in a minute. The barmaid / waitress here is a human. She knows a very small amount of magic, and that is literally a failed firebolt, which she just from her finger, and she just heats the tops of things, and like someone's like, "Oh, my drink's cold," and that's it. That's all she can do. That's the extent of her magic. So, yes. You all go in for food. He brings the sugar milk out for Sloan. He'll bring a glass of wine out. You've still got your pints of beer next to you, by the way. It's just that now that he's actually up front, glass of wine for Auric. He's actually got some nice stuff now that he's been established for a while. So you've got some well-preserved old elven red. Nia gets a chocolate milk with mint leaves. And for
Papa's asking for death.
for Tig, who he comes out, he says that I imported this stuff from the Adorans. They said it's like flowers, and he has a sakurasaki for you. So it smells of cherry blossoms.
Is it alcohol?
Yes, sake. Yes.
Okay, I'm just checking that that's actually what you're doing.
Yep.
Okay. Oh. Okay. Do what? Does anything happen?
Nope. I actually make a wisdom save.
Oh, Lord Almighty! Fuck. Look, and my intelligence sucks. My wisdom's not bad. Wisdom's oh fuck, that's awful. 5.
5. Okay. From the tips of your antlers and your shoulder pussy bit, cherry blossoms sprout.
Oh, Tig, you're so pretty.
Beautiful.
Does this
Robert,
make
could
you
you get
drink
this
more?
young woman a whiskey, please? Pointing at Nia.
But she's just a baby.
Well, get her a whiskey. I don't know how better to explain it to you, Robert. She's not a child. How old are you, Robert?
Flowers?
I'm 5 10s and 2.
wait.
This
We did
many.
this the other day. I know how much that is.
Yeah,
Is that old?
67.
And Sloan's like, yeah, I got it right.
Nia will just whisper to Auric, just let it go. It's fine.
He goes and gets a bottle, and then it's obviously filled with milk. And then he goes, Tig, may I just borrow? And he like takes one of the cherry blossoms and dips the little stem bit in the sap and writes whiskey on the side of the bottle, and then puts it. We can play pretend for you.
Oh
You'd always be a little baby that showed up looking for a ghost.
The ghost is
Well,
right here, by the way.
We know
And
he's Tamel's friend.
this was who I was looking for, Bob.
Now you're looking for a ghost.
I'm gonna pick up Bob. I'm gonna shuffle out and put Bob where I was sitting. Just smush him in there so he can. You talk. Wait, no. Nia talk. You listen. Take help at bar.
Hi.
Does she know how to make drinks?
They may not be the right ones, but she'll make them.
Well, I always make the right drinks, so hopefully she can do it.
Take help.
Yes, Sarah, this is the one that burnt down.
And I'm gonna look for a thing of salt while I'm there, and also just swipe a bottle and put it in the pouch.
Okay.
And pour as much salt into the bag as I can.
So, what's going on? I don't know why I'm here. She's over there.
Sorry about her. Didn't want to come in and disrupt your business.
But that's what you do. Like, you're fun and we're friends, but you literally just show up every time and fuck it up.
But correct. I don't ever want that to be the intention. And I'm sorry it keeps
I
happening.
mean, Yako calls you the fuck up, so it's funny.
Bob, have you purchased insurance yet for your properties?
Insurance exists.
What's that?
Torek just sips his wine.
I mean, that's what you could become the god of, Oric. Insurance.
Insurance. Oh, sounds like a cursed existence.
Just like anybody who sells insurance.
Well, I'm gonna check on the pig, and he just gets up.
Yeah.
Go back to work, Bob.
Okay, boss.
I'll give Bob like a little cup of something. Just like,
He sits down at the bar, like, because you're a bartender. He's like, wow, those people don't know much. It's hard. It can be hard talking to people. You know that, being a bartender. And then Tig and Bob have just stupid back and forth for a while.
I'm just gonna start wiping the table with nothing.
It's with the big
Like scratching
fucking
the
ant
wood.
hand, and you just see like
Yes.
wood rib, like bits coming up.
Oh, you're scraping up the nice counter with like the.
I'm just looking over
Spirals.
Bob and everybody at the table, just like,
Okay, so back at the table, what are you guys doing?
Sloan has a milk mustache
Understandable.
and kind of just sitting in the awkward.
Well, Nia is going to do the obvious thing. That is give Sloan a hug.
I'll give big hug back. I
good
missed
to
you.
It's good to see you again.
You too.
I'm glad you're safe.
What's the plan here? We're doing dinner, but really, and every time he looks towards Sloane, he just kind of.
Yeah, I'm like I'm avoiding eye contact.
It's just like an
Like, I'm
unconscious
not-
tick on his part.
Yeah, I'm not looking at him. I'm just not looking at him.
Are you?
Who are you?
Oh,
Nia and I, we dated for a while.
this is Aaron.
Oh.
I remember you.
I'm not used to you without armor on.
That is not what I thought you were going to say.
Or a head.
thought you were gonna say
Yeah,
a head.
he then looks at you and just very straight face like, or a head, I bet.
That's fair.
I chugged the rest of my milk.
So it worked, then. He looks to Nia.
I don't know what worked. Because that's not what my deal was. Just for him to be free.
Whatever you done, it's great. Deal's done. I know things are bad, but maybe we can get away from here, find family, and go back to how things were.
It's funny you mentioned that, because when I look at Auric, we're gonna have to go back to the island of the turtle god eventually. And when we do, I want to speak to my father while I'm there.
That's where my family are, right? That's what you said.
Well, a
I
year
think
ago.
so.
He sits back in the chair, just stares.
They kind of think I took you, by the way.
He sort of puts an arm around you and smiles. You kind of did.
Hey, no, it was your idea to go to the second charter. That was your idea. You can't put that on me.
And the first one?
Okay, well, first one was paying better.
Look, Yako is taking the boat out towards Duskfall. Apparently they need to drop off and pick up supplies. He's hiring people to help out. From
Oh
memory,
my
you
god,
have
we
the
hired a bunch
firepower.
of people on that island a year ago.
That was kind of part of why I thought we might want to go there to check on your adventuring guilds that you started.
I completely forgot about every single one of those people.
You tend to do that. But tomorrow you are going to be with Stefan. That is what you're doing.
Yes. Thank you.
We are taking a day and we are fucking taking a break. We just got out of hell. You're going to a spa with Stefan.
Okay, you know what? Let's
I start laughing at that.
with Nia being like, he's like, maybe we don't talk business right now. Some drinks, some food. After spa tomorrow, we can figure out what's actually happening, hey?
Yeah.
Because I've got to go to Duskfall with Yako. Unless you don't want to, I guess, Sloane, are you going back to the Varn Manor?
I think I have to.
I mean, no one
I
else
don't-
is really contracted. It's volunteered. Did they
Yeah.
not explain that to you?
To be honest, I don't really remember. I just kind of started working.
Did anyone
Are you-
ask you to go there?
Did anyone ask me to go there?
I don't know, Sloane. What do you remember?
I don't.
That's it. You most remember eating and punching stuff. There's not much in between that.
Yeah.
Do you?
Someone would have put a piece of paper in front of you. Would have been like big words.
Big. And then I'd
What are you-
scribble my name with the S
What are you
backwards and the E
fighting?
backwards.
What are you
No.
fighting?
No, I'm not. Well, not fighting in like I used to, like with the pits and things. There's a door that I guess I was asked to guard, and monsters, creatures keep trying to come through, and I'm just supposed to stop that from happening.
She's
Is this
What's
what
up?
you were talking about
yeah,
earlier?
yeah, it is.
Oh, okay. Auric.
You look worried.
I have reason to believe Flesh might be in the city.
If that's what I've been guarding, then I don't want to do it anymore.
Oh,
I think you've been containing, not guarding.
I still don't want to do it anymore.
She needs to be contained.
Fuck.
a Dale captured Flesh.
They warded the room against her specifically, and from all accounts, they managed to make it so that that teleportation circle would only go to Duskfall, and they got a message to Duskfall to block their end as well. The problem was,
She's trapped in a teleportation loop.
she can only go one way or the other. She can still be in the room wherever she wants. The issue is there was workers in Duskfall preparing a shipment of Abyssium. 3 tons of it is currently at her disposal, with about 40 workers that are trapped in there with her.
Well, they're most likely dead and turned into some hideous construction now.
I think that's what Sloane's been for.
Well, it seems like something that should be dealt with.
But she's been contained so far,
I'm
right?
not sure if she's, without going in the room, we don't know if she's here or in Duskfall.
Duskfall.
We're going to Duskfall. We can try to deal with the problem there.
On the other end.
I think
That
that
sounds-
might be a better idea. Duskfall also has heavier wardings against magic anyway, don't they?
Yeah, it's Tiako still hasn't got his he said his boat used to be faster. He's working on the
Yes.
problem, but it's a 3-month trip unless you have a better way.
We've been
I
to
don't-
Duskfall, right?
Have been to Duskfall. It's pretty much the live stream version of this campaign.
Yeah,
started.
yeah. I can get us there.
Excellent.
Near instantaneously. Just tell me when you're ready to go.
Tomorrow after the spa, we can have a chat about plans and head there. And then he kind of leans back like, Bob, another round? Can I get the Sloan milk?
Sugar milk.
Yep, the Sloan drink. The tree lady can come back with whatever she had, and 4 whiskeys. And
This Tig has to make all that.
you know what? Make an intelligence check, Tig.
Oh fuck.
Is it gonna be salt in the milk instead?
Oh fuck, I'm not into. 2.
Oh
Two.
no.
What did you roll? A 1?
Oh, I have a -2.
That's right. So,
I have -3. 1.
Dirty one.
A dirty one.
Oric.
Come over with a tray.
So she comes over with a tray. Yes. Bob actually saw what she was doing, and tried to like guide her through this. Didn't work well. You have dwarven ale in a tall wine/champagne glass sort of thing,
Oof.
one of the flute things.
like a
A
flute,
champagne
flute.
But it's been dyed red with food coloring.
How do you get to that before you open the bottle of wine or the cask of wine?
You expect for her to be able to read and know what these things are. It's too much for Tig. She has. They smell like some sort of spirits, but there's 4 like tumblers of different liquors.
Oh dear.
Spirits
dear.
that she's brought out and placed on the table. It's the 4 whiskeys. Don't drink the milk, Sloan.
There's chunks in it.
I didn't think it looked right.
She's pretty much. She's
You put a lemon in it?
no.
Turtle your milk?
She more or less like somehow made like bread. It's like, you know, water and flour and
there's dough in it.
Yeah, and it's just like she stirred it with like a
Cake
spoon, and now it's just
battering,
it's just a spoon sticking out the top.
Oh,
Thank you, Tig. It's delicious.
And then, Tig, you have a pint of sake, which you've just grabbed some of the flower decorations and just like crushed and like put on top. So you got something, right? Everyone else got a bit of a thing. Although, congratulations, Nia, you can drink alcohol now.
Cool. Priority.
She's not even gonna question whatever the fuck is in there at this point.
Alright, yep. You just throw back rum. Okay.
That's terrible to take shots of, damn.
Not even a shot, it's literally like in a glass. Like it's like a whiskey tumbler.
Oh, that could
just
While everyone is marveling at their magnificent drinks,
Check over your shoulders.
Oric is just like every now and then he's just like scanning Aaron. And there's a point when everyone's distracted and trying to drink their beverages that you see Oric. I'm just gonna flavor this with like dancing lights, creates almost like a pen of light, an almost a needle of light, and then pokes Aaron in the arm and does like a micro shocking grasp with this pointed light needle, and then looks and observes his reaction.
He's like, yes?
Light vanishes. Sorry about that.
It's like,
chap,
Or
just
it's like a
can you
little
stop
shard spot
conducting
in his arm. He's
experiments
just
at
like,
the table?
I just have many questions, hypotheses, and theories of what has happened here, and perhaps when we're more relaxed after the spa, Aaron, you might answer some questions or accept some experimentation.
Is it gonna be like that?
Oh, varies.
It's not so- time
it's
you
not
did a
so
match-
bad. Speaking
The last
from
time he did a
experience.
magic experiment, he unleashed a horde of demons inside his extra dimension.
No.
Which at some point I do need to clean that out. But
I'm happy to help you clean it out, but no, I don't need a horde of demons in me.
But
there
if
won't
you
be a horde of
experiment-
demons within you.
If you experiment, Tig will go with you, so you're not alone. Because Nia seemed to think you're very important, so therefore Tig protect. Because Tig promised to protect Nia, and so that now Tig have to protect you. So if you have to go do experimenting,
I'm sorry. I'm really
Tig can help.
sorry.
What we're gonna do
Tig can
is
go with you.
I open up a bit.
we're gonna fast forward this because otherwise we will not have time for spa day, and I'm assuming you want spa day.
Spa day!
Especially, I'm looking at my screen at Shelby. Like, I'm assuming you want spa day specifically.
Jesus fucking.
She wants spa.
I don't even know if she can enjoy it with the stuff bolted into her skin, but god damn it, she just wants to relax.
So, I'll say that it takes a good hour and a half for the pig to cook, right? His furnace, not just oven. It's very hot. Good crackling. Anyways, the By that time, you're all fairly drunk, except for Sloane. You'll head back to the dancer where you'll spend the night. Yako and Tomel actually don't come and see you tonight. They are off doing something. Yeah.
They're so busy.
They are busy. I'm not having 3 characters at the table I have to play right now that all want to talk to the one person.
You are valid.
But the next day, Stefan shows up. Oh my god, I've forgotten Stefan's voice. It'll be fine. Stefan shows up. Just waiting on the deck for you all to sort of make your way out for Spa Day. Assuming Auric will come out at some point, like, hello, Auric, are you ready for this?
I'm not usually one for spas, but yes. And here, you remember Sloane?
He sort of smiles
Right?
to you.
This is, you remember Nia from yesterday. This is our other friend Tig.
You're a tree.
Yeah, I don't know what spa are.
You'll be fine. Water, really, just lots.
Do you remember
Okay.
the
Yeah.
spring with Leaf?
Yeah.
We have mud
like that.
baths, so that's like soil and water you can do.
Okay.
You'll like it.
Okay. Yeah.
And as he takes you down the ramp, there's a very proper looking young man, maybe 18 years old, who's dressed up in his finery to come see you, back straight, looking fairly nervous. And this is my fiance, Kato Marius.
Hello.
I'm sorry, what was that last name?
Yeah.
Marius.
I'd say nothing.
It's nice to meet you.
I've heard good things about you, Tig.
Oh, thank you. I've not heard about you yet, but you seem really nice.
Well, Stefan introduced me to people that knew all Auric here, and they mentioned you. Yes, you.
Oh, good.
Apparently, and he holds his hand out and goes, "We friends now?"
We're friends now. They'll be very gentle about it. Like, we friends now. Yeah.
and he,
I'll break off a twig and be like,
can you just a twig or a flower?
a twig that's like got a flower growing off of it.
He'll put it like behind his ear.
Tig, you're part of Tig tribe.
Thank you. Lady Nia, Lady Sloane, Master Auric. I heard you were almost employed by my father. I'd like to apologize for his demeanor.
Nia has no idea what he's talking about because Relio was there, not Nia.
Yeah, I know, but he
uh,
knows you guys traveled as a party, so he just
Yeah,
kind of
so,
assumes you're all together.
Well, I do hope there's no issues.
Well, he's not around anymore.
I see.
The Civil War claimed both my older brothers and my father. When I reached 21, head of House Marius.
if you don't mind my asking, what else changed in the last year with the Civil War?
Well, you're lucky that Relia speaks fondly of you, because Leaf killed the Emperor. Henri Umberheart became the new vessel. There was a shift of power. 2 houses collapsed, minor ones, but they have collapsed. The Umberhearts are now the guardians of the city. There's a man named Raphael who really would like to see you, but I've been told to keep him away. Other than that,
He's a good man.
we are a part of the Northern Alliance, and didn't think we'd be speaking politics and history within the first 5 minutes of meeting each other. But I am here to take you to my family's wellness retreat. Rolling his eyes at how they used to call it.
Do you not like politics and history?
Not when it is so vile. The things that
You
the
prefer
families have
the
done.
You prefer the fairer sides of history?
Don't we all?
No.
Maybe a conversation for dinner, Master Oil. After I've shown you my family's libraries.
Can
It
I?
is- 1 second.
Yeah.
That is plural. I dismissed the warlocks, but made them leave their terms. We have some 14,000 books on the arcane, and double that on history and philosophies. You're free to borrow anything you like.
Gracious offer.
Making up for what's been done. Would you follow me now to your relaxing day and maybe a little less awkwardness?
Have we been awkward?
Uh-huh.
With that and the turnaround, what would you like to say, Tig, before I take us to a break?
Can I make a sleight of hand check?
Go for it. For what?
So, 14 on the dice. That comes to
What are you
17.
handing with your slide? What are you doing?
Oh, I'm gonna. I wanted to start weaving something out of some vines just off of my person. A little friendship bracelet.
Okay, no worries. Cool. As you walk to the spa, that happens. For now, we will take a quick 2-minute break so everyone can go get water and whatever, and then we'll be back for the last probably hour of tonight's session, where they get to sit in hot water. Yay!
Yay!
The best pastime.
All right, we'll see you all very soon. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Bye-bye.
Get ready for spa!
Hey guys, and welcome back to Raw for Damage. We just finished our break. We're about to head into the second half of this episode. Episode 2, Thunderheads. Which hopefully you guys will get the naming convention soon. Shannon's going to do a 30-second recap on what's happened this episode to remind you, or if you weren't here. Go!
Yes, I am. Okay, so we started. Nia and Aaron have a lovely little reunion moment. They talk, they catch up. She info dumps a bunch of shit on him. And he's just like, I just wanted to get back together. So, but they talk about some awesome stuff. Tig and Sloan then reunite. It was really sweet. Tig gives Sloan a recap of what happened. She info dumps, including that Leaf unfortunately is no longer with us, which Shannon didn't know coming into this session, and broke my fucking heart. And then Sloan and Auric reunite. Auric is tired and full of thoughts and needs rest, is essentially what the conversation went like. And Sloan was like, okay, I'll be with you so you're not alone, and here if you need to talk. And then we also learn that one of the Bastard Five, Flesh, is being contained in and seems like she's been teleporting back and forth between here and Duskfall, and there's just a lot of uncertainty there, but also potentially a lot of destruction, and we got to deal with that. So we're going to do that when we get to Duskfall, maybe. And now we had some lovely drinks, some that were concocted by Tig, that were not so lovely, but she tried her best. And we are now heading to the spa. We met Stefan and his fiance, Kato Marius, and that name kind of struck a chord with a lot of us in the party. And yeah, we're about to go have a spa day. Sorry, that was longer than 30 seconds, but
That's okay.
how'd I do?
Good. I have the night.
10.
Hopefully that fills you in a lot. Which is perfect. She's like, I'm so mad I
Did
have
you
not
say
been getting.
This doesn't count towards your grade for your.
Damn it!
Caps.
And I completely missed the first part of this, and then you filled it in. So, you go to a very large stone building where you can hear water bubbling from somewhere. They've obviously pumped from a hot spring or something, because there's that sort of, for those who have been near hot springs, you can usually like smell the faint heat wetness from it.
Yep.
Before you get there.
The humidity?
Yeah, but it's not
No,
quite.
Shannon.
Just
Heat
let him call it
wetness.
heat wetness.
No, because it doesn't feel like, you feel humidity on your skin, right? But generally you
So where do you
kinda
feel the
smell the
heat
mineral-
wetness?
You can
It's
smell
like
the minerals.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
it. Humans can smell water and rain and stuff like that. Like,
I'm still gonna
hours
give you shit
before it
It's
for it,
actually
'cause
one
that's
of the
great.
most pungent things the human nose can recognize is the
Yeah.
smell of wet dirt.
yes.
Yep.
So, fuck you, Shannon.
Now you know why I like dirt so much.
I'm so glad you're back.
The smell of fertile
Glad to be
dirt.
back.
Yeah. Pretty
Anyways,
good at it.
minerals, aka heat wetness. I'm not living that down.
I want that on a t-shirt.
Feel free to clip that. You can rub it in my face later.
Every
Um,
time he comes at you for the community manager thing, just bring back up heat
Say
wetness.
heat wetness.
I'm just gonna mute her every time she starts going
Yep.
talking about it. Anyways, you an actual wombat hashtag heat wetness. Yes. Anyways, you get to this large stone building. And there's a guide at the front. He's like, hello, would you like to enter together or separate? We has certain rituals that must be performed to make sure you get the full experience.
For rituals.
We have we are about being upfront and making sure you get the privacy and treatment you need.
Could you explain that further?
Sure. We have, if you go in together, you hopefully you are okay with everyone learning things about you, but otherwise we can send you in separately to small booths where you'll be met with one of our wellness counselors. They will be standing in a zone of truth, and you will be able to put them under a guess so you can tell them exactly what you need. No worries. They cannot speak anything or use it against you, or they will die. So You talk to
Are we
them,
being
and
offered therapy?
they will give you pretty much what you need. If you just need a
I-
massage, that is fine. We has magic practitioners on site who can help you, whatever you need.
Let's go together. Let's go together.
What is this place? What? I
It's
thought we were going into some hot water for an hour.
it's part of it. It's a spa, a healing house,
Well-
and a wellness center, as the previous Lord Marius said. But
Separate.
separate, okay.
Yes.
Separate.
That's
go
what
together.
Nia is
I
going to
say to-
request for.
Okay.
Not burdening any more people with my bullshit.
Nia
What
can go alone then. We rest of us go together.
What happens when we go
Family
together?
adventure.
We all. What is this zone? I'm sorry. I need you to slow down. A zone.
If you all go together, it means that you know each other's secrets and you're okay exposing truths about your underlying feelings, conditions, anything that you might need to unburden.
Well, we do
Let's go
that anyway,
together.
so how is that different?
Let's go together. Come on.
Let's go together.
I
Come
don't
on,
want to
let's go together.
alone.
Oh, fine.
Family time.
At any point, if you need to be separated, just ask your counselor and he will help you out.
Okay.
Okay, off we go. And he walks you
Yeah.
in, and Nia gets taken off one way, and the rest of you go the other.
That is, she is so
Is Aaron
fucking
with
fine
us?
with this.
Aaron,
Or is it just us?
Aaron goes separately. So
Oh,
does
okay.
Stefan. Well, Stefan and Kato go together, but
Uh,
Bye, Nia.
Bye, Nia.
See you later.
Jinx.
Just both of us walking to the room, just like jinx, jinx,
Jinx, jinx, jinx.
Perhaps I should have gone separately.
as you mutter that, the
It's your
guy
turn
turns
to
around
babysit now.
and just points to a door at the side. If you want to, you can. As these two are like in front of you, walking behind, you can just
No,
duck in if you
It's
wish.
fine. It's fine.
Okay. Here is your counselor, and he's wearing a mask, so you can't see his face. So even if you see him in the streets later, you can't be worried about him. And he doesn't give you a name either. This is for the three that are still together, because that'll be the easiest to do up front, as I'm sure Nia's just going to break down.
You're offering us therapy, and this child needs therapy.
I will go get your friend. You are safe here. And you can see this man is standing like a ritual circle. And as you move in, there's a tablet which is like, place your hand here to put counselor under your gears. So if you all walk up and put your hands there, he cannot like act against like at you anyway. If he tells anyone about what happens here, if he speaks your name saying you've come here, anything like that, he will just pretty much drop dead from the backlash of psychic damage.
Excuse me, I just need to know.
But
I just need to know. Looking at whoever is still here.
He's
that
about to
works for
leave.
this
He's
place.
hand on the door and he turns around to you.
A gesh spell typically only lasts 30 days.
Oui, but this one does not.
This person is just willing to go under a gesh spell.
And he shows an amulet that's around his wrist, with a small needle that goes into his wrist. And on the floor in the center of the circle he's standing in is a similar symbol to the amulet with a matching needle point. It's like, if he's standing on this circle when the gesh spell happens, it is permanent. They get paid very well. They get a lot of money to do this. They will not break it. But if they do, they die, so it makes it very easy.
Fair enough.
He turns to the guy and is it 100 gold a day for you to work it? And the guy just nods. Like, yep, 100 gold a day when he's here. So he can work 1 day a month and be good.
It's like secret services.
Okay.
Or puts
You know,
his hand
HIPAA
on the-
guidelines are pretty intense, but this is a
right.
just taking it.
Yeah, is there a form I can sign to like authorize them to tell things to specific people? We're like, you can disclose my medical information
Nope.
to.
None of that.
Damn.
Yeah, no, this is extreme.
He has a mole on his.
Well, the problem is they usually cater to noble houses, right? Who don't want their secrets being.
That's also
yeah,
very
yeah.
valid, you know.
And they
that's
usually
valid.
like those nobles would usually pay a lot of money to come in here. You're coming here because you're a guest of Stefan.
Thanks, Stefan.
Hand on the
So
table.
your hands are on the table.
Yes.
And you hear this sort of muffled, monotone voice come out. So again, masking his voice. Who would like to go first?
I don't quite understand.
He turns towards you since you spoke. Explain to me your burdens and troubles, and I will set a day to ease them.
I'm kind of just looking back and forth between the other two, like.
Physical pain, mental trauma, anything that is currently troubling you, we can ease.
How?
A variety of spells, medicines, and relaxation techniques, whether that be spa, massage. We have calm emotion vials. We have, if you allow it, modify memory spells. We have a variety of such things. We have people who can unburden your problems too. You'll be sworn to secrecy. We can send
going to
messages
need you to
faraway loved
explain.
ones.
You
I'm going
make
to need
us
you to explain.
forget.
Which part, sir?
Sorry, I was stopping my sentence to allow Tig to speak.
Speak, Tig.
You said you have mummified memories. Can you make us forget?
If you wish. Or change things to make you feel happier.
Well, think about it first, Tig. Don't.
What do you wish
What
to
is
forget?
it you want to? Yes.
I want you to put the spell back.
Which spell?
The the one that Uncle Balustrade took away. The one that made Tig unhappy.
He picks up a vial and drinks it, and then touches you and speaks to you telepathically. So it's just straight thoughts. You don't have to speak in Tig. So you can understand what the fuck is going on. Because he's like, what is Uncle Balustrade?
Yeah. Can the others see and feel this with me?
Just you.
Just me.
So he
Okay.
doesn't have to speak in Tig.
No.
Love that.
No. This is like usually people can just talk, but he's
TikTok.
like, I do not know what is happening here. I cannot help you without this.
Okay.
And again, usually nobles would be paying like, oh, you want us to use this vial? I'll have to charge an extra 400 gold, but you're like, you just get this for free because.
They swindle
Stefan.
at them just like the American system. Got it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Also, it does cost money to make magic, so yes.
Yeah.
So you want him to put back the walls that made you forget all the pain from your family dying and all the things around that, right? That's what.
Yeah, I would like him to put those back, but I first want to walk through that memory with my friends.
Okay. Again, into your head, he just says, I believe it'd be healthier if we made it so that your memories, as opposed to recalling the hard times, Modify Memory Spell dampened those and made you remember instead the good times with your family. Stories with your father, playing with your mother, falling asleep in her arms, instead of the harshness.
Okay. Maybe talk to Sloane. I'll have to think about which ones I want to have dampened.
He'll just repeat what he said to her and what she's doing to the rest of you, so you understand what they can do. It is a lot. Like, this is effectively a 9th level Modify Memories coming out of everywhere, which is again why this place costs so much. She asked me to talk to you next, Sloane.
Oh, well, what can you do for anger?
We have powerful calm emotion spells that should keep you relaxed for a time. Eventually they will wear off. As all things do, you need to be able to work through problems by yourself and with others, but this will help.
What can you do for anger without magic?
You would probably need to return here once a week to one of the people that have been studying how sentient beings think and feel. With this new thing we call therapy.
Talk therapy.
Okay. Can I have a massage too, please?
Of course. He will bring out 3 small vials. He's like, this is calm emotions. You were to drink one before the spa, after, and then after your massage, and then talk to someone about what you've been going through.
Do I have to drink those?
You don't have to, but it will help.
Can I hold on to them?
Of course. These calm emotion spells aren't necessarily just to dull emotions, but allow you to process things more clearly. Sometimes our minds, when we are emotional, act without our conscious thought, and they can skewer what we need to do to heal.
That sounds like exactly what I need, but I'm not sure I'm ready for that yet. But it's good to have the option.
Turns to you, Auric. Elves are always trickiest. They are not as susceptible to mind-altering magics. And you have more than one human lifetime of trauma on you. You think you're above what happens to you, but it's worse.
Oh, I do not think that I am above.
Well then, what can I do to help you, sir?
What is your experience with elven minds? Star elven minds, particularly.
Even worse than regular elves. You live one step in each world. The chaotic, exotic lands of the Fae cause problems. It is my belief that physical relaxation will be just the first step. Quiet, calm times to soothe your mind. We have a variety of potions of varying strengths that could help. After that, perhaps unburdening your problems to someone who might be able to give you guidance. Sorry, I'm just reading the chat. Just 1 second. Since this is kind of serious. Trumps! Which you meant shrooms. Like, yes, take 1 trump to remove all ailments.
Trumps.
I'm gonna call them shrumps now.
Yeah, that's
Shrumps.
definitely how people get through their problems.
Shrump.
Trumps.
Anyways.
These counselors, are you religious?
Hard to say. Gods are definitely real, but I do not particularly worship in anything that I cannot see and touch. The Emperor is definitely here, and he has power, but where that comes from, whether that's our faith or something else, I'm not sure.
And have you personally delved into the minds of elves?
I have. I'll take each of you separately. The counselors we use, since they would not be under the same gears, I have a spell that lets me tap into their knowledge. I will gain all their skills and abilities while I talk to you. I am under that gears. They will have no connection with you, are we?
Well, we'll start with some physical relaxation.
What is it that ails you? What do you need? We had anger. We had traumatic memories, but cannot properly plan a day without some sort of guidance.
Guilt.
Okay.
Norik looks around, somewhat embarrassed.
Flashing across to Nia now, because we have to get through this. Same thing, like the voices will be the same because they're under the same sort of like prestidigitation mask, which changes the way they talk. Just enough to kind of be a bit off. Hand on the table, what do you need from these people?
I think the best thing she could describe it as just a day of peace. There's a lot that's been going on and she just needs a day to process and slow down. I think that's the only thing she'd really be able to identify.
Okay. They're going to... They sort of hear that okay. He brings out a vial. Take this before you step into your sensory deprivation chamber. And take this one when you are done so there are no lasting side effects.
She'll do as instructed. These are professionals.
Okay.
I hope.
Let me quickly explain what's happening to each
It's just
of you.
wheatgrass juice.
Oh, I want to.
Okay. Quickly, Sarah?
Tig would instead like to request some sort of hallucinogen she doesn't want to forget anything, but instead would like to just be home.
Yep. No, I already had that planned. Let's just you said they just see what you get. Just wait. I'll start with Shelby. This one's easy. You want a day of peace, but time to sort through your problems. You effectively come under a slow spell over the course of half an hour when you take that tincture, and you'll get into this sensory deprivation chamber. So there's nothing to bother you. The water is warm, there's a slight flow to it, but it makes no noise or sound. And the sensory deprivation chamber is also putting you under what's a more or less a fractured time stop spell. So you can be there as long as you want, and you'll get up to a week's worth of time to just think and play. You won't get hungry, you won't get anything, just to... As soon as you step out, you're going to want to take the other potion to not have a week of time catch up with you all at once while still under the effect of slow. Or you could just be like, oh god, I'm hungry, I'm thirsty, I'm dead. So
brain melts.
Yeah, pretty much. But that's...
Got it.
That's what you'll get. You get just a week of peace.
Oh, that's already gonna do her fucking wonders, man.
Okay.
Perceive.
I want that in real
no
life. I
crazy
want that in real
shit.
life so
Everyone wants
badly.
that in real life. Okay. While Tig and Sloane are in the spa, Auric will get taken out first. You get a bit of a massage. And then you'll get placed in a room in a bit of a comfy chair. And the man will stand at the opposite end in a small circle. And he starts chanting, and you recognize it as a form of illusion spell. Anything you are guilty about, you can revisit from a third person sort of perspective to see all of it as it taps into your memories, and it legend laws the things you couldn't quite see, and it lets the person then talk to you about it later. So what specifically do you feel guilty about?
I don't know if we have time tonight. The amount of things Auric would like to visit in this.
You can come back later. Just hit one today, all right? Just one thing. The big one, the one that's playing on you the worst.
Give me a second to think on
Okay.
On which one to choose.
No worries. So, we'll say Ori goes first. He comes at the other side, and then he will be able to sit in the spa until one of you two are done. So, anger. You being mostly a tense ball of prickly muscles, they sort of sit there. They summon a couple like clay golems from the earth here to like massage you with that, because this guy's just like, nope.
Yep.
Boom, 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 boom.
Deep pressure.
Yeah.
That's valid. That's
Uh,
valid.
and they will sit there. He can try things like dry needling and all sorts of stuff to kind of help you out, but you get to the other end of this, and he just asks, "What is angering you? What makes you feel your rage?"
Well, on one hand, the fact that I've made a deal with a very angry entity. On the other hand, when I can't protect my friends, that makes me angry.
Okay. Is this demonic possession or something more?
Something more.
Well, I will not
Similar.
I will not perform a exorcism, as that could cause damage, but
No.
we can help your anger derive from guilt. And kind of the same thing with Auric. They take you through memories of you trying and not being able to quite protect your friends, and because it will take a long time to go through this, I'll kind of hand wave a little bit here. They're going to talk to you about the idea that you can't be everywhere at once. Things that happen aren't your fault. If you're defending Auric, and someone else gets hurt, you can't be in two places at once. Something always happens somewhere that you can't do things about. And feeling responsible for that is, I was going to say human, but it doesn't quite fit, sentient, I guess, in this world. But
And there's also all of the fighting that she's done.
Yeah.
She feels very guilty about that.
But yeah, it just kind of goes through that. The fighting, if he talk about it, he will also say that anyone that signed up to go into the pits knew they were stepping into what could be their last fight. It is not great that it happened, but it is not your responsibility to not fight someone that signed up to fight. Perhaps if it's troubling you, you need to find something else you can fight that isn't going to weigh on your soul quite so heavily. He recommends summoned creatures that aren't sentient. If you need to fight. If you don't need to fight, you don't need to fight.
Cool. I also think Sloane starts to think about her relationship with fighting too. You know, like how it physically makes her feel, how, you know, like the muscles and the punching and all that, like that, it feels good to her. So she's thinking about that, but then she's thinking about the mental side of it too, because sometimes it feels good and then after it feels really shitty. So there's just a lot of unpacking happening.
Well, as he's finishing up and you're thinking that, and I imagine you're unpacking that with him a little bit as well. He'll just say, do you need to exercise? Do you need to fight? If so, we can have a consequence-free fight here through an illusory double, which you will be able to feel, make contact with. However, when you kill, it will just fall apart, for it is nothing but a magical construct.
Just worth a shot. Sure.
And I can't remember the exact name of the spell, but there is an illusion spell where you can actually, like, it has a physical substance to it.
Major illusion.
There we go. You get a major illusion. And yeah, you can just fight it. And then pretty much every time you want to do it again, there's a book at the other end. And he's like, if you need to fight again to wear yourself out, tear one page out and another one will be summoned within 30 seconds.
Cool.
So you just
That's what Sloane spends her afternoon doing, just
get to
ripping
exercise.
pages out of the book.
Yeah.
It's great exercise.
All right. Are you ready, Sean?
Sure.
For magical therapy here. This is what I'm doing today, apparently. Don't know why I planned this.
Orc will look at the counselor guy, the Gesht individual. What can you do for memories that stand on the edge of the horizon for an old soul?
Explain further.
Elves as old as I, split by time dilation between planes of existence, live too long in our memories.
Specifically, memories on the horizon. What do you mean?
When you move through time as quickly, memories can't keep up. Lost memories. They're there, but on the other side of the horizon.
Would you like?
In short, things I cannot remember,
Would you like to
but feel.
recollect them?
Yes.
He's going to cast a variety of spells with the assistance of some wands and potions. Legend lore, illusion spells. At the same time, he's going to transcribe things down into a tome, so that should you feel you're forgetting these things, you can read through it at any point. So you get to effectively relive the memories, which will help you recall them since you just had them. But because they're not quite as real as normal, they are written down for you to take with you. What do you feel guilty about?
Not to take into account the many deaths caused by me and my friends. But I feel guilty for what has happened to and what will happen to those who die, both friends and strangers. Having seen the fate of souls, I feel guilty about not properly protecting Leaf, Saros, my daughter, my partner, and someone I can't remember.
He sits there kind of, the idea of the guilt of everyone ever having died or could die that you want to not have happen, like what happens after death, is a bit, he's like, sits there and he's like, Jesus, how do I fix this one? He's like, elves are always different. I suggest learning. Find out what souls are, where they go, how they function. Not just learn from experts. We have libraries. Maybe one can help. From there, I don't think any mortal has the power to fix, change what is happening.
I'm aware of that. I'm no mortal.
Elves are all mortal in the end.
I am no... I am not truly an elf anymore.
Right, so prescription for illusions. Fix, please. He has no idea that you're like a goblin,
Demonstrates psychosis.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Psychotic delusions. He's unsure. This is very much a thing that you have to think about yourself. He'll say as much about your friend spent time thinking maybe you could use much of the same. Would you like time?
Yes, I suppose that is best.
You will have the same treatment that Nia got, up to a week in a deprivation chamber. You just think about shit. Hopefully that lets you work through some problems without constant things being thrown you have to deal with. I know a week thinking doesn't actually solve anyone's problems really, but it
might make more problems.
Yeah, I know. But it might at least get you on the road. Okay. I want to go into what Sarah's got going on, but I know it's actually not a small thing. So here's my thought for this. You all get taken to a room. The spell starts. And you wake up. You wake up feeling better, lighter. That memories of family feel better. The ones that are still alive, the ones that have died. You feel closer to them. Sarah, you are not getting skipped here. I will revisit this, just not today since we only have like 15 minutes left.
Yeah, you're on.
But I have a plan for it.
No problem.
All like the harshness of people dying, Tig, is kind of softened, but all the memories of their good times are brightened. So when you think back, you're not like, oh, I'm mostly just sad that they're not here. You know they're gone, but you recall the happiness. Okay. Is there anyone I've missed here? No? Cool. Alright. You come out the other side, and there's just a big communal hot pool where you have Stefan, Kato, like right next to each other, heads back, just like half asleep, waiting for you.
I'm gonna hop into the water and just start soaking all my leaves and roots and flower. I'm gonna let a few flowers start floating.
As Auric comes out, the one who got the least out of this because elves are troublesome. Auric, did you get what you needed? Did it help at all?
Is Stefan asking this, or
Yes.
is this one of the...
Stefan.
Yes. Thank you. Yes. This was quite an experience.
Did it help all of you? Or all of you feel a bit less burdened? Maybe?
That was very nice, thank you.
Good. Well, dinner will be ready in about 3 or 4 hours, and you can stay here as long as you need. I will be here for another half an hour, and then I've got a bit of training to do, but I'll meet you at home. Kato, would you stay here and look after me? And he just kind of nods. After half hour, the farm will stand up, kiss Kato on the head, head on out to training. You guys can stay for as long as you need, just relaxing. There's servants around, you can ask for food, drink, whatever. They'll bring it to you. Just chill.
My question is, are my wounds still fresh enough that stepping into this water is going to hurt like hell?
No, it's water, but they have mixed through like minor healing potions, so any like open wounds get closed up. It doesn't like heal you like, you know, oh, I'm completely no scars, but it does mean that any external kind of aches do get.
Okay, yeah. No, I think Nia's happy just to soak for a little while then.
Some poor alchemist with just a massive cauldron churning out healing potions. All right.
Aaron's here, isn't he?
Aaron is here, but he'll come out last.
Cool.
Is Twig here?
Yeah, I'll say Twig has shaped a leaf into a little shark fin and is just swimming around.
I just imagine my cat is just staying as far away from the water as humanly possible.
Just keep putting a paw, like batting at it. Yeah. Occasionally will fly over, like land on your head and just like claw at it and fly off. Right. Over time, when you feel ready, you leave. And you head to probably I was going to say it was meant to be at the house, but you might want to go to the boat and have it in Yako's cabin. So
Yes.
the Marius house has brought just so many servants to wait on you all, to look after you. And you can have a nice dinner there.
We finally able to find Yako and Tamel.
Yeah, that'll be sitting there. What will happen as well is like pretty much the menu just says ask what you want, and one of the chefs will go get the ingredients and make it. So if you just want like a plate of creamy brulee, congrats, that's what you got. If you're like,
Exactly what I asked for.
I want black miso cod, that's what you get. So, anything you want.
I want a keg big enough for Tig arms to go around halfway, and a body of enemy.
Don't you have an entire bag full of?
Shh, no, that's snack pack.
They're
That's
a
for
bit
travel.
confused with that one. They have served for wild elves before, so you don't know where the body came from, but there's a body.
I'm gonna pick up a knife and fork and just be like,
Oh, good God!
God.
and just pull them apart. I'm like, I don't
Spatch.
know how these work, so just.
All right.
Yeah.
Anyways, they have two servants holding like a sheet up, so no one else has to watch her eat a person.
I was about to
Bless
say.
them. Bless them. Because God, gonna give Aaron even more drama.
Right,
Like,
like
you
no
hear
one
it-
else is eating. Everyone's just like,
Little silent spell around it. You don't have to hear anything. Nothing. It's just good. All right. Anyways, Yako's there. One of his eyes is milky. It's like a good chunk. Part of his ear is gone. And it goes down to his collarbone, maybe his shoulder. And yeah, someone took. Like, look, he tried to dodge, but it's just like then scraped down the skin, then flicked off the shoulder with a knife or blade. He has a neat little hole right near the tendon where it would have missed the jugular, like something stabbed into him. He has been fucked up. But the cabin is filled with trophies, and he has maybe 30-40 figureheads, just the heads of them, from different boats that they've sunk and claimed along the walls of this cabin. Because he was, remember, like he led the fleet for a while. So, this is what he's got. This is it's good to see you all back on my boat.
I know it's really not, but it's good to see that you're alive.
I actually didn't see you there. It's wrong side. How are you? We thought you were dead. We had a funeral, everything. Tamel was a wreck.
I'm sorry.
Don't be. You
We-
were gone but not dead. You had left for some other far-off realm, and that's just
We didn't even
how it goes.
know. We didn't even know this much time had passed until, frankly, we got back. For us, it was only a week, maybe a week and a half.
He's just sitting there with you'll have glasses, and he's just got the bottle of wine.
That's normal. That is, nothing has changed at that moment.
Yeah. Remember in the Dark Knight, Harvey Dent takes a shot and leaks out of his mouth a bit. There's a little bit of that. There's a little couple little holes.
Tell me, really, you could have regenerated him or something? I don't know.
I'm gonna pretend you said that out loud. He's like, didn't work. Anti-magic knife or some sort. Not the best, but we do what we have to, and I have the location of my ship's heart. After this run to Dustfall, we'll be done, but apparently someone's teleporting us there. Are you alright taking a shipment?
For a friend.
Are we not?
Oh, no, I meant for a friend. Yes.
To be sure. Things have been rough since you've been away, and have been gone some time. You all look so sad. Cheer up, you come back from spa.
Sorry, before we leave tomorrow,
Probably tonight, but continue.
tonight, sorry. Shelby did, Nia said the right thing. Shelby did not. Do you know if anybody either here or in Duskfall might be able to help me with this? As she kind of tugs at the armor bolted into her skin.
Samel, who is being pretty quiet, sits up, looks at it. He comes over, and he will tap a little hammer, I guess, that has a rune on it. Makes a ringing sound. And then he will... and he goes around it. And then he... This isn't good.
I figured that out when I put it on.
If you want that to be purified, it needs the lifeblood of an upper class angel. Pour it over it to unbolt it.
So I'm gonna have this on my skin forever.
Or you find an angel that doesn't want its blood.
I'm gonna have it on forever. I got it.
And as you're sort of touching your face and touching it and stuff, he's like, "Oh, congratulations in order." As he sees your ring, and Aaron notices your ring, and
no.
Harrison seems
No.
very crestfallen.
That's so awkward.
I think maybe an explanation is in order because I wanted you out of Sloane's sword. And this was what they wanted for it.
And Aaron's sort of mum was like, "Sloane's sword?"
Yeah. You weren't where you were supposed to be.
Just keeps-
After what happened,
sits there
you
nodding,
weren't where you
nodding,
were supposed
nodding.
to. And I didn't want you there. You didn't deserve to be there.
And then Tamel's just going to kind of be like, "It's nice that you're back and all, but what's the plan? We Horsemen still come, Tiamat still come. What are we doing?" We've been fighting a war. What are we doing?
There's a lot that we have learned. And there's a lot to be learned. To properly prepare. Part of what we want to go to Duskfall for. We will need to go to the Turtle Island eventually. Tiamat is, well, we've made some progress on that end. By releasing some of the heads. Part of these deals in hell. I've hastened that. There's still work to be done on our end to take care of the heads, to prepare for the horsemen's coming.
Well, we intend to weaken them, yeah. So that TMS not at full strength doesn't just...
Yes. Of course, that is its own gamble. But I don't see another way.
Are you still meeting that guy that and then Yaka's like, Dakaris. You're still seeing Dakaris and Dustfall. You mentioned him a while
Yes.
ago. Yes?
Yes. That is our priority in Duskfall.
Well, the dwarves that live in the mountain near Dustfall aren't exactly friendly. Technically they're part of the southern forces, but we do have a shipment of Abyssian, the last of all that Dustfall has coming this way. We'll get to Dustfall, teleport us back so we can get that shipment where it needs to be. You travel to see Dakaris. He's a cranky old man. His granddaughter is running around trained to be a knight or something. Be careful.
When are we not careful?
All the time.
Well, everywhere you go, you fuck things up, so...
Take has a list.
I'm glad that you all caught the joke.
Need to look in your mansion to see the joke, Hornick.
Yes.
Take not very good at catching things.
What
No
is
one can hear you currently.
She has no idea.
what is Aaron's expression currently? Just
Sad, mostly?
cool. Got it. God damn it. Consequences of my actions coming back to haunt me.
There are some
In my
things in
defense, he was
developing.
dead.
That's what you can say to him.
Absolutely not. Never.
Nia, there are some experimental magics I've been working on that may prove helpful to you in the end. I may have a way to relieve you of some of your bonds.
I might have a small mission for you. Dakaris has an item in possession. Very dangerous, but useful. It's a portable hole, but it doesn't just create a hole, it creates a cavern system that threads between the planes. and several exits on this one. See if you can convince him to give it to you. Belong to a friend of his, and he's not likely to give it up, but it will create travel and potentially allow you to go where you need to go elsewhere. Oric, I've been gathering some information that could be useful to you. Currently in the Maris Library. I think you will find that you could make more of a difference than you know, as long as no one fucks it up for you.
Well, I'll echo what I said before. When are we not careful?
Prophecy
Or
that you told me about mentioned a daughter of the dragon. He looks straight at you, Nia. That could be the key to the end of the world. And then it mentioned of one possessed by war, which we originally thought would mean the war god with the sword, but now we literally have, and he looks to Sloan, someone possessed by war.
Sword.
And each one of these is meant to be part of the end of all things, and we have both of them here. Auric, with enough power, can you stop these? Can you change prophecy and fate?
Rewriting the lines of time. I've been working on it.
We've heard of magic being called the weave, yes?
Of course.
It's also strands of fate. It binds everything together. And I
Of course.
think possibly you might be able to take that from a current goddess and use it to rewrite fate. But you need to believe in yourself and your deification. Just a theory. Maybe these books will back it up, and maybe I'm wrong. But
how silly for godliness to come from faith in oneself.
don't all things come from faith in yourself, really? Pushing beyond your limits, finding courage from faith in oneself. And when you fall into pits of despair, it's from a lack of faith and willingness to pull oneself out of it. Not always, but many times.
Oh, I suppose your faith in yourself can pull you across time, weaves, and lines of fate. But kind of, he's not been eating, and he didn't ask for anything really, and he's just sort of leaning on his staff, and he'll just sort of tap it and extract from it just sort of these lines that dance around it in his hand. Perhaps you're always destined the place you are, and that is your reward or punishment.
He lapse into silence. Given the time right now, I'll say that you all kind of chat to whoever's nearby at the table. Tig's talking to herself. having a great time. Yep. I imagine that Auric and Sloane catching up, Aaron and Nia catching up. Maybe
Trying
some
to
talk
convince him
with
that I'm
Danelle.
not married technically yet, and that doesn't go into effect until after I die.
Yeah, and he'll kind of be like, "Oh yeah, I understand that. And maybe we can have a life together before you go." You know,
Just
he's
like, I am
trying to see
not
the bright
married.
side.
I am not married now. I don't even know if I can take this fucking ring off, but I'm not married now. Damn it.
At any point, Sean, you
promise
can,
ring.
or you can get up and you can go to the library and pick up books, which I imagine you would do at some
Yeah.
point after dinner. And then as you all, yes,
It's just we don't have to role play it. Nia would just ask Auric one question about his ability to potentially help her create another body for Sabrith, because she might be able to separate them if she has a vessel.
I think as you ask that, I think Aaron will cut in and just be like, actually, I think, well, we've had lots of bodies created from in the Varn Manor. I mean, there's someone called Flesh, right? Surely, if anyone can
No.
create a body.
No. No.
There are several ways to do what you ask.
She-
Yeah.
Aaron, she cannot be trusted. None of them can be trusted.
And he sort of looks a bit guilty when he says this. I'm like, maybe at times people thought the same of you. Yet here we are trusting you.
Aaron, I trusted them and they made me do really terrible things. I trusted them and I saw that little girl turn a man into a room.
You saying some people are beyond redemption?
Sometimes, if people aren't looking to be redeemed, you have to put a rabid dog down. I almost got to that point. I think that Flesh and Pain and Sam are maybe a bit too far.
And I guess you're the one that decides that. And he'll get up and walk away.
Yeah, ouch.
Or Oric would very awkwardly tap Nia on the shoulder in that comforting way. And then sort of awkward.
As he's out of earshot, right?
Yeah, he's gone. He's out the room. He's getting off the boat.
Before I left the Bastard 5, they said that they were trying to bring him back. And that every time his soul couldn't stay. And then I went and freed it.
There are means of doing many things, sometimes with great cost. And we must live with those costs.
I think she just nods and then excuses herself to go fix this. And follows Aaron off the boat, provided she is not stopped.
Okay. Do you also get up and go to the library then, Auric?
Yes, and I think Auric would follow Nia for a moment and try to catch her before she runs off too far, and just sort of like say to her real quick, he might need time and space. It's a lot to have one's soul thrust back in the memories. Fluid. But you and him both should know that there are paths of redemption for all. If they take it, you are not wrong.
I want to believe that what's left of the 5 can make a better choice. I know that I might be completely foolish for trying to see the humanity in people like that, but if they don't choose to make a better choice, then what can you do?
Yako is right about faith in oneself to seize a better future. But you are also right in the sense that there is always a line of fate that ends with a snip of the scissor. We can only hope that we can find the path of a better future.
Okay.
Did I see what direction Aaron went off into?
Just roll a dice. Just roll and tell me what you get. A d20.
Well, that's a nat 20.
Okay, yeah, you got to basically. You seem like walking down an alley, turning a corner, so you can run after him if you wish.
Cool. Well, it's more that I wanted her to put a pin in that and just, we'll say she dealt with it later, because I think after that she might try to find a Saranaric temple to go do a little pray.
Given the time.
This is all just what she does at night. I'm not trying to extend the time, just extending what she's doing.
You go pray. Or you go get books. Everyone goes to bed. You prepare a circle. In the morning you can teleport. But we'll do the wake up and the teleport start our next session, okay? So don't slow down the start of our next session with 35 things you want to do for the teleport. Send me a list if you want stuff to do.
I have a big shopping list, and I want to RP with every single NPC, and I also want to...
Alrighty. We will end the session there. I know that's a bit of a down finish, but it's alright. I can see a few of you struggling to stay awake. I'm sorry. I know it's late, and I'm boring you. So I'll let you get from here. Right. So we're gonna do a quick round of goodbyes along with a single favorite moment from each of you about one other person. And also do one about yourself as well. Just so that I can see that you're happy with yourselves. So we'll start with the easiest one. Sarah, who are you? Where are you from? I don't know anything about you.
Oh my god, it's weird. It's almost as if I'm your wife. Hi everybody. I'm Shro, or Sarah. I played Tig today, our extra barbarian. I pretty much only exist here. But yeah, I had a great time today. I think I kind of needed the lower energy session today because I'm coming down with a bit of a cold, but I still really liked it. It was really sweet and wholesome, and lots of hurts and good hurts and happy moments and stuff. Favorite moment for me would be spear tackling Sloane. 10 out of 10. Favorite Sloane would be the rhyming pig with Tig that rhymes. That was just so damn wholesome. Favorite...
You only had to pick one favorite. One person, one favorite, because you haven't got the time to go through everyone.
Okay, well then I'll go pig and Tig.
Okay. Next up, Shelby.
Hi, my name is Shelby. I come here every so often and I draw things. My personal favorite moment was just Nia suddenly being thrust back into a relationship and having to figure out how to navigate that shit along with, oh shit, yeah, no, stuff happened. We have to talk, but I don't want to overwhelm you, but there's shit you need to know. That was fun. And favorite moment for another person, honestly, just Oric not understanding therapy. Oric's complete bewilderment at just the concept of therapy was fucking hilarious to me.
Yeah, when you were like, explain how this works, I'm like, shit, how do you explain to someone how therapy works? Because it's just like, hopefully.
Also, thank you for letting us have some therapy
and do better. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It was just a sentence.
How much is this place? Nia might need to become a permanent, like, a permanent patient.
Would you like to open up a chapter somewhere else? House Marius. Right. Next along, we'll go with Sloan / Shannon.
That's me. Hi, I'm the community manager and cast member of Paradise Productions. We got lots of fun stuff happening over there. New programming on the horizon. Our weekly actual play on Mondays. Sean and Shannon Power Hour on Sundays, where we talk about the Monday night campaign. So come hang out with us. It'd be fun. Favorite moment for me, for Sloan. I think during her little therapy session, figuring out, like, finally confronting her relationship with fighting and like unpacking that and feeling like, okay, I can actually think about this without, I can think about it in a safe space. That was interesting to think about. Favorite moment for somebody else, very much enjoyed Tig being a bartender. That was excellent.
Even though you got a glass of dough?
Yep, even though I got a glass of dough. It's not like bread. It's great.
It's done with love.
Exactly.
Thank you, Iron Knight. That is helpful. All right. Lastly, we have Sean. Who the fuck are you, Sean?
It's just some guy on the internet who is here with his friends. I am the creative director of a place called Paradise Productions, where we do nerdy things all the time, and play games and do stuff like that. I am Oric. That's accurate. It's accurate.
It's accurate, but so fucking vague.
We play games that are tabletop related.
Oh my god.
And plan to expand in the future in many ways, including potential merging structure with Roll for Damage.
Yeah.
My favorite moment for myself, my favorite moment myself. I'm sorry, I can't think of one. My favorite moment for myself is I can't think. I'm really having trouble right now. I'm gonna go with my favorite for summer.
Notes. I have a whole page of notes, guys.
My favorite moment for someone else was Shannon announcing that she has written notes.
Yeah. My favorite part for Sean was that he's managed to actually somehow get Shannon to start making notes. So
excuse me, I've been taking notes for Paradise for a long time.
I don't believe
it. So no, my favorite moment for myself was definitely, I think I like that Oric is trying to care about everybody in multiple ways and reach out to them and make sure that they are okay, and if he can help, he will try to help. And I liked confronting Oric's guilt a little bit. I liked playing around with, like, hey, how would therapy work for a being that is thousands of years old and can't remember their whole life?
Which guilt am I going to tackle for this particular moment?
Right, exactly. Like, I liked him saying, to put aside the hundreds of people we've murdered.
yeah, I like that. That was probably my favorite for Oric. He was like, look, we've killed a lot of people, but that aside,
That aside, here's all. the
how
other
do I
things that go
deal
down.
with the guilt of memories I don't remember? And he's just like, oh, fuck. What? Okay, not that then. How about the guilt that knowing everyone dies and it's not what they think? And I'm like,
But my actual favorite for someone else though, I do love that Sloan is back and fluidly kind of jumping back into the group and hugging everybody and all of that good fun stuff. And Nia being flustered about having a life again. And that's me. Bye.
He needs to relearn to be a human.
my favorite for me was
Right.
pointing out that Nia was being hypocritically critical. And my favorite part for someone else probably was your fairly honest reaction to that. I was just like, ow.
Oh,
You
it's like
pointed
fuck.
out my flaws. Ow.
Like fuck, I thought I was speaking from literally how everybody else has spoken about the Bastard Five. I am so confused now.
Yeah, cool. All right, that is everything for tonight. As Sean said, we are talking about how we're gonna squish together and how it's gonna move.
I thought I was muted.
We're not muted.
Nice.
That was excellent.
Yes, Sarah has a bunny, which I have to go visit in a minute. So we're going to
Bunny.
end this. My other computer has turned itself
So
off,
cute.
so I guess I'm not raiding anyone. I'll just wave a lot and hope you all find someone who needs watching to watch. Bye bye.
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 Find the off button.